Hey, 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 mighty pals. Have you ever had a video that you did on live or that you upload to Facebook and you look like this? Yeah, because the algorithms and stuff that pick those automated suggested thumbnails inevitably pick the worst facial expression that there could be. I can go and show you. There's a whole bunch of Facebook Lives I've done recently, and I'm looking over here, I'll go here. It's awful. In fact, I can't even imagine what this is going to look like when I'm done. We can fix that, and it's really kind of easy peasy. And you also probably want to fix that. Say you do a training, you do a tutorial, you're running coaching calls, you have a group class, you're running it on Zoom, and you're doing the easy peasy thing where you upload it unlisted into YouTube, and then you want to share that with your people, and you put it basically, embed the video on your website, and then you realize, OMG, the screenshot that YouTube picked looks awful. So we can fix that. One of the very first things you want to do when you have a YouTube channel is that you want to make sure you set it up so that you can add custom thumbnails. That you want to be able to put the little plus button and upload your own image, whether that's a different screenshot of you talking and looking smiling and good, or something branded. Ideally, we're going to create a quick template, like in something like Canva or with Adobe, to have a branded template so that it's easy peasy to use it and reuse it later on. And I'm a little worried here about my. No, is the mic working okay? Well, hopefully, we're going to check on that. Checking the audio. Yep. Hopefully, that didn't take me completely out of the video. So, important that you be able to hear me and see me because this is about video. So we're going to pop in and I'm going to show you a couple tips. I'm also going to show you how, if you are on a Windows-based computer, like I am, that you can use the native app that's already built in to go get a different image from that video, either to upload into YouTube or Vimeo or your video hosting choice, or to drop it into like Adobe or to Canva or your design tool if you want that screenshot to be part of the representation in the thumbnail, telling people, hey, this is what this video is all about. So let's first go in, and I will pull up my screen and we'll show that how to get a different thumbnail of you from a video that you've already taken. So I'm going to pop open and share my screen, hopefully, with you. I've got a lot of things running, so I'm maxing out the computer here. Cool, there we go. New picture-in-picture layout. So I have opened, this is a Zoom recording. This is of a client call. Hey, shout out to Karen Robinson and Heal Thrive Dream and her fantastic new membership that is opening up. So we were working on some things in a form here. So for example, maybe I want to take an image to use to represent what we were doing in a coaching call, what we were fixing, what we were working on. So Karen knows, she can look in later and go, oh, right, that's when we fixed the affiliate form for, the membership. So I opened the video. This is a Zoom recording. It's sitting as a file, MP4, on my computer. I click to open it. Windows opens it in like the Photos/video playing app. It's the Photos app in Windows 10, Windows 11. Down here at the bottom, and explained all this in my Today's Thursday Tips email too, there's a pencil icon. If I click the pencil icon, I can click Save Photo from Video. Now, the cool thing is you can also do this ahead of time, where basically you use this and you scroll through and say, if I want that, or let's see, what part of the video would be instructive and helpful, well, let's see, something, I'm just sort of scrubbing through here, and we were working within a member. So let's go back to there. Now, if I click the pencil icon and I go Save Photo from Video, it's going to go immediately and open up a little window, and it's going to go to that spot where I am or in the video. And it's going to give me the option to save it. It's also going to give me the option via a little left and right arrow. You can see these little left and right arrows go one frame at a time, which is potentially crucial also for when you're making like video edits or something like that. You're like, oh, I want to wait and get it when my mouth is closed. You can go frame at a frame at a frame at a frame, and you can see where somebody's eyes open and somebody's mouth closes. So if I decide this is okay, Karen looks okay, the screen looks okay, cool, I hit save a photo, and it's going to go save me. I think it's a JPEG, might be a PNG. Let's see. No, it's a JPEG file. And it's also going to automatically pop it into whatever window I last had open when I was saving these sorts of things. And we're going to go dump it in one of my screenshots. It also knows, and it automatically names the file after whatever your file was called, your video file, and then adds on moment at the end. You can rename that, but I do that all the time. So now I've got this, and I can either upload this image as the thumbnail that I want into YouTube, into Vimeo, into wherever, on my website, or I can go and take that and drop it into something like here I am inside of Canva. So this is actually my set of templates for all of the Facebook Lives that I did in January. It's basically the template that I moved to using for all of my Facebook Lives for the past year plus. The one addition that I made was that I put a little colored box behind my logo to make sure it stands out no matter what photo I drop in the background. And I added a photo of me because I tend to, with my Facebook Lives, when I'm scheduling them, I have this image as the placeholder. This is the thumbnail. It also becomes the thumbnail that gets added into YouTube, or that I can go back and add to be what's representative of this video later on, rather than the automated AI generated, screenshot that it takes. And I want people to know that this is me, this is who's talking on the video, and this is the topic that we were talking about. So now the cool thing is I can copy this if I want. I also already know that this is the perfect size as a template to be using for video thumbnails, both in StreamYard, the tool that I'm using right now, where I schedule my Facebook Lives. It is also the size for a thumbnail for YouTube, 1280 by 720 pixels. 1280 this way, 720 down this way. It also happens to be the same size that I use for most blog post images and featured images in my blog post. Why? Well, it's a rectangle, and that's what my theme likes. And B, it makes it super duper easy to repurpose those images. I can create it once and use it lots of other places and save tons of time. So the other reason I create the images when I schedule the Facebook Lives, because scheduling means you know when I'm going to go live. You can hit the get reminder button. You know exactly when I'm going to show up and what I'm going to be talking about. The description for the video says, hey, this is what I'm talking about. If this is something that applies to you, you want to show up. Like today, hey, you want to make better looking branded video thumbnails? Let's do the demo. Duh. And that's an image, and it's showing you exactly what the video is about. When I was talking about leveraging evergreen content, well, there's evergreens in the photos. See me being slightly clever. Time. Oh, okay, got it. It's going to make it more likely that people are going to want to tune in and watch your Facebook Lives, because now they know what you're talking about. There's a little picture of you to remind them who's talking and what are we talking about. And it sets it apart so they know that this is a different video, rather than letting Facebook just pull in whatever's in your group header or your profile picture. The other cool thing is it's great, and it means that I've already scheduled this out, and it's on YouTube Live too. So hey, to my YouTube pals, that this image is already going to be there. The thumbnail's already going to be there. I don't even have to re-upload the thumbnail. YouTube's like, oh, you told us to use this as a thumbnail? Cool, we'll do that. I also had another template when I was pre-recording videos and then uploading them to YouTube. I have a template. It's built inside of Canva. It's 1280 by 720, and it uses my brand colors, my brand fonts, picture of me, my logo. You know what the video is about, and you know who it's from. fact, if I go into Canva at home and I click into my projects, I love folders. It's a really great reason to have Canva Pro. You can organize all your stuff by creating folders. And like within folders, not only do I have all of the Mighty Marketing Mojo items, but I have them broken out by things like blog posts, Facebook Lives, social covers. Ah, look at that, videos. And you can see I had two slightly different templates. Each one had my logo. Each one had an image of me. You can see it scrolling through. There's a whole bunch of them in that particular file. Just new page, new video. Easily copy them. That was when I was doing Thursday tips, and I pre-recorded, loaded up to it. So you knew what the video was going to be about. I didn't have to worry about it grabbing any awkward looking photos of me. Bing, bang, boom, done. Now, occasionally, though, I did want to put a screenshot of the video to give you an indication of this is what's inside. So you can see, for example, down here is one where I did a training on how to use Trello for marketing. So I made sure that I went back into the video, used my tool, took the snapshot, took the screenshot the moment that I wanted from the video that happened to show a bunch of lists and cards inside of Trello, and I uploaded that image and used it in my template. So now you understand this is clearly a video about Trello. This was as an introduction, that was a series of videos training that I did about doing Facebook Lives. So again, I wanted the screenshots to be there, and I wanted to be one with me, so you knew who was giving you that training. The other cool thing you can do, this is what used to be called Adobe Spark. It's now Adobe Creative Cloud Express. There is still a free version of it. They have tons, in fact, something like 2,000 templates for YouTube thumbnails. They're less well organized than Canvas. But the point is, you can still have your branding in here. I told it, yep, make it Thursday tips, make it blue. That was a blue color that I had added years ago. And I'm like, well, I don't like this photo. I'm like, how do I find that photo? Oh, it's down there. And I'm like, oh, I think I like this one. So what happens if, I drop that over there? And well, that didn't quite work. Oh, I wanted to replace that's so, it's been years since I worked in Adobe Spark. So we want to create a different background. So the point is that, see, you can fiddle around with this, and we can put a different good gracious, that's not what I searched for. Folks, I understand it. Canva, I can make all this stuff happen in minutes. Whatever graphic design tool is the one that you use the most, if you set up a template, it makes all of this super easy peasy fast. If I had possibly played around in Adobe Creative Cloud Express for more than 90 seconds before we started this video, then maybe I could show you, how you can drag and drop a new background. Point is, it's there, you can do it. You can easily create a set of branded video thumbnails so that they all have a consistent look when somebody comes across you on social media, on YouTube, even the videos that are on your website. I did want to go over here into Facebook and show you, for example, these are Facebook Live videos that I've done. These are the most recent ones that I've done. And you can see that inevitably Facebook captures me looking somewhere doofusy, like this one off to the side, and this one off to the side. Chances are it's choosing the moment at the end of the video where I have to take my eye off of the camera and click to end the broadcast. You can also see from the one that's auto playing, I use my hands a lot. So the other thing Facebook tends to wind up doing is capturing me like waving and stuff. The point is, you can change that. Any video that you went live on your page, any video you've uploaded to your page, you can edit it and change the thumbnail. It's not easy to change the thumbnails in the video in a group. For whatever reason, the edit feature for that just hasn't been working lately. Thanks, Facebook. So if I click this title, and yes, it's going to start auto-playing this, and we'll have to hit pause here in a second. You'll be able to hit the three little buttons. Whoa, and hey, my pal. There we go. We don't need to be hearing feedback from me talking to you while I'm talking to you. The point is there's these three little dots over here. That's how you're going to get to edit video, which is also where you could do things like adding tags to organize your videos and make them easier to find, adding in captions even after the fact, and editing things like all right, we're going to go to video options. Takes a second here. Oh, look at that. We can improve the video title. And more importantly, we can change the thumbnail. And you can, instead of saying choose from video or choose suggested, I want to upload a image. If I can remember, oh, we're going to upload productive, not just busy. So let's go just do that right now. We're going to do that. I'm going to upload an image. And now I have to scroll down here to go get the image, which is fine. That's cool. That's saved here on my computer because I have a folder named for Facebook Lives because, you know, library geeky organized nerd that I am, of course I do. And it was one of the ones from January, and it was this one, productive, not busy. Helps to have that right down there in my StreamYard subtitle so I know what video I'm talking about. And it's going to make the nice looking picture of me go away, and we're going to have a new thumbnail that was the exact same thumbnail that I created when I scheduled the video. And we're going to hit save, and eventually I need to go back and do this for the other ones where I look maybe a little more casual or not so great in the video. It may take a second. So it may take a second for it to show up that way, but I promise you it's there. So again, that was the video that I created in Canva from the templates. All of these are, in fact, there it is. There's the photo. If I want to change out the photo and say I wanted to flip in that one, boom. This is a still taken from a different video. It's from my email challenge group, and I could drop it into the frame that's in my template. We're going to undo that because I didn't actually want to do that, but that's how you do that in the graphics tool of your choice. So it's better to have an image that represents you and what the topic of your video is so people know what to expect. It's great if you use your picture in some capacity, and maybe you don't like your still from the video, so you're using your headshot on your branded thumbnail for your videos. You might even decide, for example, like the ones I was showing you in Canva, I alternate my brand colors each week so there's still a consistent look. The title's in the middle, my logo's in the bottom center, my headshot's over in the corner. It's the same type of photo that's in the background. So you get a sense these are all my Facebook Live videos that I've done. You could have a slightly different template for any tutorials, any classes or course videos. That's up to you, or you could keep it the same and all your videos use the same template and you just copy and keep making new ones inside of Canva or your other chosen graphic design tool. You could probably create these in PowerPoint if you wanted to. The point is, don't let YouTube, Facebook, and the others choose how you look inside of one of your videos. Take a few moments, choose a different screenshot or image. If you want your face to be on that video thumbnail, cool, but take back the control and choose one where you look good and you're not doing silly things on the video to give a consistent branded look. It's all about that crucial know, like, and trust factors when you're out there working on your content, working on your courses, making sure that everybody understands and knows you and knows what you're about and what you're sharing. So hopefully that was pretty simple. You followed along, and we're going to have some other photo graphics tips this month just because that's what I'm feeling, and that's what my mighty pals have asked me questions about later. So be sure to check back in with the next Facebook Live video, and we'll talk a little bit more about using graphics in our content and how to make sure that they always show up looking good and still keep it mighty, mighty easy. Thank you, mighty pals. go off and go make better branded video thumbnails for yourselves.